In this video, I'm going to do a step-by-step beginner tutorial on how to use the Bydfi crypto exchange. If you're looking to learn how to trade futures on Bydfi, I made a separate tutorial for that, and I'll leave a link for that video in the description down below for anyone that might find that helpful. In this video, I'll show you how to bind Google Authenticator, where to go if you want to buy crypto using fiat, how to deposit crypto assets onto the platform from another exchange or wallet address. Then I'll take you into the spot market and I'll break down the user interface. After that, I'll show you how to buy crypto using market orders and limit orders. All of that and more with some tips and tricks along the way. If this is your first time signing up on Bydfi, I left a link for you in the description of this video, as well as in the pinned comment down below. If you use that link when signing up, you'll be eligible for Bydfi's current sign-up promotion, whatever that might be by the time you're watching this video. At the time of recording, you can receive up to 2,888 in Tether bonuses, open a mystery box, and there's an exclusive offer to get 100 Tether deposited into your futures account. And I'll show you how to get that done in this tutorial. You'll also be supporting my channel at no extra cost to you. So if you feel I've done a good job with this tutorial, you'd like to support my work and receive some sign-up bonuses, feel free to use that link when signing up. This video is not financial advice. This video is for educational purposes only. Always do your own research whenever putting your money at risk. I also left you some timestamps in the description down below, so at any point feel free to skip ahead to a section that might be most relevant to you. Aside from that, don't forget to leave me a like and hit subscribe for future content. Let's get into the video. If you click on my link in the description of the video or in the pinned comment down below, you'll be redirected to this page here where you can create your account. You can create your account by using your mobile number, or you can use your email. I personally just used my email. So simply type in your email in this box here. Then you'll need to request an email verification code by clicking here on send. Once that verification code arrives in your email, retrieve it and type it into this box here. Then come up with a good login password. And after that, be sure to read through the user agreement as well as the privacy policy. If everything looks good to you, just check this right here and then click on get started to create your account. At the time of recording, KYC is not necessary for creating your account, but some of the services will be limited, such as your withdrawal limit. Also, a lot of exchanges have been switching over to KYC lately, so I figured I'd show you where to go to get verified just in case it becomes necessary by the time you're watching this video. This is also how you can get that 100 Tether bonus deposited into your futures account, and this is an exclusive offer only for those that used my link when signing up. What you would need to do is complete KYC, deposit 100 Tether onto the platform, then come down here and click on this little yellow icon. This is going to bring up Bydfi customer service, and come down here and send them a message. Let them know that you watched my tutorial, that you used my link when signing up, and that you deposited 100 Tether onto the platform. Once they verify that, they'll put 100 Tether into your futures account. You can use that money to place trades and the profits are yours to keep. At the time of recording, this is an ongoing promotion, but it could change in the future. So if you're going to be completing KYC, make sure to collect that extra 100 Tether bonus into your futures account. You'll also be able to open a mystery box as well, and I'll show you where to find that. You just simply come right up here where it says welcome rewards, give that a click. And on this page here, you'll see that you can open a mystery box for completing KYC, in addition to getting that extra 100 Tether deposited into your futures account. You'll also notice that there's several other bonuses on this page for completing simple tasks, like binding Google Authenticator, creating an anti-phishing code. Some of these are really easy. You can find some advanced tasks if you click right here, and here's where you can find additional bonuses for depositing onto the platform and completing trades. So if you're going to be doing any of these anyways, just make sure to come in here and collect some Tether bonuses. To get verified and complete KYC, you just simply come right up here to your profile icon, and from this drop-down menu, click right here where it says Account and Security. Then on this page here, come on over here and click on Basic Verification. And this is where you can begin the KYC verification process. During this process, you'll have to present a government-issued document, such as a driver's license or a passport. You'll need to take a photo of it or a scan and upload it to Bydfi to verify your identity. So simply start out by clicking right here, and then select the country from this drop-down menu that issued those documents by simply clicking on it, and then click on Confirm. Then on this page here, select the government-issued document that you'll be using to verify your identity, type in your full name here, enter the ID number, and make sure that the information you have filled in is consistent with the information on your ID. Over here is where you would click to upload your document, and then once that's complete, you'd click on Confirm to proceed with this process. So if anybody wants to get verified, now's a good time to pause the video, get verified, and I'll see you on the next step of this tutorial. It's always a good idea to add a second layer of security to your account, such as Google Authenticator. And to get that done, what we'll do is we'll come right up here to our profile icon. And from this drop-down menu, we'll click right here on Account and Security. Then on this page here, we'll click right here where it says Security Center. And then on this page here, we'll come down where it says Google Authenticator. And over here on the right-hand side, we'll click on this button. And that'll bring you over to this page right here. Now, if you don't already have the Google Authenticator app on your phone, it is a free download. You can get it off the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. So simply download the app to your phone and open it up. Then we'll click here on Next. On this page here is where you can scan the QR code to bind Bydfi to your Google Authenticator app. So open up Google Authenticator on your phone. Bottom right hand side, you'll see a little plus sign. Tap on that. And then you'll see two options, scan a QR code or enter a setup key. Easiest way is to scan a QR code, so tap on Scan QR Code, and then hold your phone up to your screen and scan your QR code. If for whatever reason the camera is not working on your phone, you can get this done by entering a setup key. And to do that, you would tap on Enter Setup Key underneath Scan QR Code. Then give your account a name, so just call it Bydfi or whatever you want, and then tap where it says Your Key and enter in your key code, which is located just below your QR code. Then tap on Add to add Bydfi to your Google Authenticator app. Also write your key code down. You can use that code to recover your account if your phone ever gets lost, stolen, or broken. Just don't let anybody get their hands on that key code. So write your key code down and store it somewhere safe. After scanning your QR code or entering your setup key, you'll see that Bydfi has been added to your Google Authenticator app. So simply click right here on Next. And Bydfi will be reminding you to write your key code down. So we'll click on Next again. From here, you'll need to get an email verification code, and to get that, just simply click right here on Send. Once that email arrives, retrieve the code found inside that email and type it into this box here. Then in this box right here, enter the 6-digit Google Authenticator code found within your Google Authenticator app. Once you got both of those codes typed in, simply click on Confirm. And you're all set. You've bound Bydfi to Google Authenticator. If you want to buy crypto using fiat, you can find your purchasing options right up here where it says Buy Crypto. Give that a click, and that'll bring you to this page right here. Simply choose the crypto you wish to receive by clicking right here, so in my case where it says USDT, and then select the crypto from this drop-down menu that you wish to purchase using fiat. Then down here, you can select the currency you wish to spend by clicking here where it says USD, and then select the fiat currency from the drop-down menu that you'll be spending. After that, simply type in the amount you wish to spend. So for example, let's do 200. Then down below, you'll need to select a payment channel. And these are third-party service providers. So if you don't already have an account on one of these platforms, you'll have to make an account and go through their KYC process. A lot of these third-party service providers are perfectly fine, just pay attention to the fees. For example, if we come down here to Coinify, you'll see that you'll be receiving 193 Tether for a 200 USD spend. Up here, we can see that we'll get 200 Tether for a 200 spend. And over here, you'll also be able to see the estimated arrival time to complete this purchase. So simply click on Buy Now next to the service provider that you wish to use. If you buy some crypto using fiat, you'll be able to find it in your account if you come right up here where it says Assets. And then from this drop-down menu, click here on My Assets. And this will bring you into an overview of all your different accounts. So if you purchase some crypto using fiat, once it arrives on the platform, you just simply click right here on Spot. And here's where you'll find your crypto once you purchase it using fiat. If you wish to simply deposit crypto onto the Bydfi platform from another exchange or a wallet address, you'll notice that there's a deposit button right here on your Assets Overview page. And alternatively, you can come right up here where it says Assets, and then select Deposit from this drop-down menu. And this will bring you over to the crypto deposit form. You can select the crypto that you wish to deposit by clicking right here, so in my case where it says USDT, and then select a crypto from this drop-down menu that you wish to deposit onto the platform. Alternatively, you can search for it in the search bar right here. So I'll go ahead and do a small amount of Ethereum here. I'll click on ETH. Next, we'll need to choose a network by clicking here where it says Select Network. Then you'll get a drop-down menu with the available networks that you can use to deposit that coin. So in this case here, I can use the ERC20 network, so that's Ethereum mainnet, or I can use the Bet20 network here. For this tutorial, I'll just go ahead and select the ERC20 network. Then Bydfi is going to generate your deposit address for that coin and the network that you selected. So the big thing here is make sure that the network matches on both sides of this. So wherever you're sending the coins in from, make sure it supports that network and make sure you select the network that you'll be using. So in my case here, I've selected ERC20. So I'm going to have to use the ERC20 network on the other side of this. And for this example, I'll keep it nice and simple. And I'm going to copy my deposit address by clicking on this icon right here. And I'll send some Ethereum over from Coinbase into Bydfi. So I'm going to bring Coinbase into frame. Then from here, I'm going to come up and click on send and receive. In this pop-up here, I'm set to send and I need to select Ethereum. So I'm going to do that by clicking here. I can see Ethereum at the top, so I'll give that a click. And this is where I'm going to paste my Bydfi deposit address like so. And I just have a tiny amount of Ethereum in this account, so I'm going to go ahead and click on send all. And then I'm going to come down here and click on continue. On this page here, I can double check and make sure that the network matches. So in this case, it does. So wherever you're sending these from, look for the network option and make sure that you have the right network selected. So in my case, that's the Ethereum mainnet of ERC20. So this is correct. But if I was using a different network, I'd click here and I would look for the network that I have selected on Bydfi. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave this on Ethereum. Now I've chosen the correct coin. I have my Bydfi deposit address pasted in here and I'm using the correct network. So I'm good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and click on send now. And the Ethereum's on its way from Coinbase into Bydfi. So I'm going to go ahead and click on done. And I'll bring Bydfi back into frame. And a quick tip with this. If this is your first time sending crypto onto the Bydfi platform, just send a small amount first. Once that smaller amount arrives, you can have the confidence to send in a larger amount. That way you can confirm that you have the right address, that you've selected the correct network, and that everything's good to go before you send in a larger amount. And now we can see that my Ethereum deposit is pending down below. Once this is confirmed on the blockchain, those funds are going to be available in my Bydfi account. Once the deposit is confirmed, you'll be able to find your assets if you come right up here to assets, and then click on my assets. This will bring you back to your assets overview. And as you can see, the Ethereum is down below here. It'll be in my spot account. So if I click right here on spot, you can see my Ethereum right here. Now that I have some assets on the platform, I'm ready to trade on the spot market. To get into the spot market, just simply come right up here where it says spot. And at the time of recording, you have two options. You can use the classic user interface by clicking right here, and you can use the advanced user interface by clicking here. For this tutorial, I'll stick to the classic user interface, but towards the end of the video, I'll run you through the advanced user interface as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click right here on classic. And this will bring you into the user interface where you can trade on the spot market. You'll find all your market types and pairings over here on the left-hand side. Your pairings will be found here and your market types are up at the top. You can see that I'm currently set to USDT. That means all these pairings displayed down below are quoted in Tether. So if I want to buy a coin using these pairings, I'd need Tether to make the purchase. And if I sold a coin using these pairings, I'd receive Tether for the sale. If you want to choose a different market type, just come up to the top and select the market type you wish to trade. For example, I can click here on USDS. And now you can see all the pairings down below are quoted in USDC. So if I sold a coin using these pairings, I'd receive USDC for the sale. And if I want to buy a coin using these pairings, I'd need USDC to make the purchase. In the future, Bydfi is going to be adding more stablecoin pairings and different market types. So by the time you're watching this video, you might even have more options than I do at the time of recording. Simply choose the market type and click on the pairing that you wish to trade. So I'm going to go ahead and click here on USDT. And I'm going to go ahead and click on ETH versus Tether. Now, as you can see, I just changed this over to Ethereum versus Tether. Right here, we have the price action chart, showing us the asset's performance over a selected time frame. You can find your time frames up here, top left-hand side of the chart. And as you can see, I'm currently set to a daily time frame. That means each one of these candlesticks represents 1 day of time. If you want to change the time frame, just simply click on the time frame you wish to view. So let's go ahead and click on the 30-minute. Now we're viewing the 30-minute time frame. This means each one of these candlesticks now represents 30 minutes of time. If you want to find additional time frames, just come up here and click on this little arrow, and you'll get a pop-up here with different time frames. And then simply click on the time frame you wish to view. So I'll take us back into a daily here, like so. And now we're back to a daily chart. The first thing I like to do is to make sure my chart is set to trading view. So to do that, come up here to the top right-hand side of the chart, And if yours is set to basic version, just simply click on TradingView. Now this means the chart is powered by TradingView, which is the gold standard for charting and technical analysis. So not only will you have the drawing tools, but you'll also have access to some basic indicators from TradingView. You'll find your drawing tools over here on the left-hand side of the chart, and next to each drawing tool is a tiny little arrow. If you give it a click, it'll expand into a drop-down menu where you'll find additional drawing tools. You can also create a tab of some of your favorite drawing tools by highlighting the star next to the tool that you wish to add. So for example, let's go ahead and highlight the star next to trend line. I'll come back in here. Let's do a horizontal line like so. Let's go ahead and do a Fibonacci retracement. Let's go ahead and come down here and add a brush. I'll be using that later in this tutorial. And let's go ahead and add a rectangle. Now when I close this out, you can see that I just created a tab of some of my favorite drawing tools that I can move around the chart anywhere I'd like. Next, I like to grab onto this little line here between the volume and the price action, and I like to just squish the volume down a little bit like so. But certainly adjust that to wherever you like it. If you'd like to add an indicator to your chart, just come right up here beside your time frames and click on this little icon here. Then you'll get a pop-up window with some basic indicators from TradingView. And you can scroll down just by using the wheel of your mouse and just left click on the indicator that you wish to add to the chart. Alternatively, you can search for an indicator in the search bar here. So let's imagine that we want to add the RSI. I'll just go ahead and search for it like so. Now I'll click on Relative Strength Index. I'll close this out. And as you can see, I just added the RSI to the bottom of the chart. If at any point I want to get rid of it, I'd come over here on the right-hand side and click this little X. And as you can see, I just removed the RSI. As easy as that. Next, I like to customize the appearance of my chart just a little bit. To do that, we'll right-click on the chart. Then we'll click on Settings in this drop-down menu. Then you'll get a little pop-up window where you can play around with the appearance of your chart and get it looking exactly the way that you like it. I don't do much in here, but I like to come down here and click on Appearance. Then right here where it says Background next to Solid, I like to click on this little square right here. And I like to choose just a slightly darker color like so. And as you can see, I just darkened the background of my chart. So certainly come in here, play around with the appearance of your chart, get it looking exactly the way that you like it. If at any point you want to restore it back to its defaults, you just come down here, click on Template, and then click on Apply Defaults. Now as you can see, I just restored the chart back to its default setting. So I'm just going to go ahead and close this out. For charting and technical analysis, I like to use TradingView directly, and I'll quickly bring it into frame. Here on TradingView, you're going to have access to more indicators, more data, different asset classes. You can backtest trading strategies. There's just a heck of a lot more that you can do with TradingView directly. And TradingView is free to use. The free version of TradingView does have some pop-up advertisements, and that can be a little bit distracting, but aside from that, it works perfectly fine. My version of TradingView is a paid version, so at any point, if you'd like to try out one of their paid plans, you can do that for free for up to 30 days. Then you can make an informed decision if TradingView is a good fit for you or not. So I'll leave a link for TradingView in the description of this video as well as in the pinned comment down below. I also have a step-by-step beginner tutorial on how to set up and use TradingView. So I'll leave a link for that video in the description down below for anyone that might find that helpful. And right over here next to the chart is where you'll find your order book. And the order book is showing you where market participants have placed their buy orders and their sell orders. And they're doing that by using limit orders. And I'll demonstrate limit orders in this tutorial. On the top side of the order book in red, we have what's known as the asks. These are the price points that market participants have placed their sell orders. Down here in green, we have the bids. These are the price points that market participants have placed their buy orders at. In the middle of the order book, we have what's known as the mid price. So all the asks up above will be greater than the mid price, and all the bids down below will be less than the mid price. When a trader comes along and executes a market order, they're matched up with the best available price off the order book, and the trade is executed immediately. And I'll also be demonstrating market orders in this tutorial as well. After a successful trade is executed, you can see it happening down here in the recent transactions panel. All the buys are coming in green, and all the sells are coming in red. In the price column, you can see the price point that the successful trade was executed, and over here in the size column, you can see the size of the position that was executed. And underneath the chart is where you'll find your order panel. You can be a buyer on the buy side of the order panel, you can be a seller on the sell side of the order panel, using limit orders and market orders. First, I'll demonstrate a market order. So what we'll do is we'll come to our order panel and we'll click on Market. A market order is nice and simple. It's going to execute immediately at the best available price off of the order book. and I'll demonstrate as a seller first. So to do that, we'll come over here on the sell side of the order panel, and we'll choose how much of the asset we wish to sell. And you'll be able to see your available balance right here, so you'll know exactly what you're working with. So I can come down here and click on enter, and I can put in a custom amount. If I want to sell a custom amount of Ethereum, I could do something like this. And alternatively, you can use one of these options down below. If I wanted to sell 50% of my Ethereum, I'd click right here. And if I want to sell all of it, I'd click over here on 100%. Once you set up your sell order the way that you want it, you just simply click right here on sell. And just like that, I sold my Ethereum for the best available price off of the order book. And if you look right here, my available balance is now 0 ETH because that went through immediately. To use a market order to purchase an asset, you'd come over here, make sure you're set to market, and then you'd choose how much you wish to spend on the asset. Of course, you'll be able to see your available balance right here, so you know exactly what you're working with. So in my case here, I could buy 20 Tether worth of Ethereum, or once again, I could use one of these options down below. For this demonstration, I'll just click on 50%. This means I'll be spending 50% of my available balance on Ethereum. Once you get your buy order set up the way that you want it, you just come down here and click on buy. And just like that, I bought some Ethereum for the best available price off of the order book. As easy as that. Now I'll demonstrate a limit order. So the first thing we need to do is come over here on the order panel and we'll click where it says limit. Limit orders will allow you to be a little bit more strategic by choosing a price point that you wish to be a buyer or a price point that you wish to be a seller. But you will need the price of the asset to reach your order price before your order will fill. For example, let's head up here to the chart. And just for the purposes of demonstration, let's imagine that I want to place an order to buy Ethereum if the price of Ethereum was to come down somewhere around this price action right here. What I'll do is I'll grab a horizontal out of my little tab here, and I'll go ahead and mark a spot out in the chart, maybe something like this. Now I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart coming in at 1,745. So I'll come down here to the buy side of the order panel and I'll type that into price. We'll go 1,745. Next, I need to choose the size of my order. And once again, you'll be able to see your available balance right here. So if I wanted to, I could put 10 Tether into this order, or just use one of these percentage options down below. For this demonstration, I'll just go ahead and click on 100%. Once you get your order set up the way that you want it, you'd simply come down here and click on buy. Now I've placed that buy order onto the order book. If the price of Ethereum was to roll over and come down and hit my order price at 1,745, this order will fill and I'll be buying myself a little bit of Ethereum. You can find the details of your order if you come down here and click on orders. And here's where you'll see the details of your limit order that you put on the order book. If at any point you want to cancel this, just come over here underneath action and click on this trash icon. Now, as you can see, I just took that order off of the order book. As simple as that. You can also use a limit order to sell your coins as well. So to do that, we'll make sure we're set to limit inside the order panel. And now we'll choose a price point that we wish to sell our asset. So we'll come back up here to the chart. And for the purposes of demonstration, let's imagine that I want to place an order to sell my Ethereum somewhere up around this pivot point right here. So what I'll do is I'll grab a horizontal here from this tab, and I'll go ahead and mark these candle bodies out, maybe something like this. Now I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart coming in at 1,999. So we'll come back down to the sell side of the order panel and we'll type that into price. I'll go 1,999. Next, we need to choose how much of the asset we wish to sell. And of course, you'll be able to see your available balance right here. So you can type in a custom amount into this box here if you wish. Or once again, you can use one of these options here. I'll just go ahead and use 100%. This means I'll be selling 100% of my Ethereum if the price of Ethereum reaches 1,999. Once you have the order set up the way that you want it, just come down here and click on sell. Now I've placed that order to sell my Ethereum onto the order book. So if the price of Ethereum was to work its way to the upside and hits 1,999, my order is going to fill and I'll be selling my Ethereum. You can find the details of this order if you come down here, click on orders, and here's where you'll see the details of your sell order. If at any point you want to take it off the order book, just come over here underneath action and click on this trash icon. And just like that, I took that order off of the order book. Nice and simple. So as you can see, limit orders do give you the ability to be a bit more strategic. And sometimes you can get a better price when you're buying, and sometimes you can get a better price when you're selling. But you do need the price of the asset to cooperate. So for example, in the buying scenario here, maybe Ethereum doesn't come down to my order price. Maybe Ethereum just continues to the upside from here. And of course I'd miss that because price never came down, filling my order. Or maybe price action does come down, fills my order, but then just continues to the downside. And of course that would put me at a loss. In the selling scenario, maybe price action begins to work its way up, but rolls over somewhere in here and moves to the downside. And of course, I'd still be holding on to my Ethereum because price action failed to reach my order price at 1,999. Or perhaps price action comes up, hits my order price, I sell my coins, but then Ethereum just blasts right through there to the upside. And of course, I'd miss out on those gains because my sell order would have filled and I would have sold all my Ethereum. So a couple really basic considerations when choosing if a limit order is appropriate for you, but that's how you can place a limit order. Now I'll quickly show you the advanced user interface. And to get into that, we'd come right up here where it says Spot, and then click on Advanced. To find your pairings using the advanced user interface, just come right up here and click on this little yellow arrow. Then you'll get a little drop-down menu. You'll find your market types up at the top here, and you'll find all your pairings down below. So once again, you just click on the market type and then the pairing that you wish to trade. Then to minimize this box, we'll come back up here and click on this little yellow arrow. Of course, you'll have your price action chart right here. So once again, just make sure it's toggled to trading view if you want to take advantage of all the trading view features. Over here, just to the right of the chart, is where you'll find your order book, and your recent transactions will be located just below it. Then over here in your order panel, you can toggle between being a buyer and seller by just simply clicking on these tabs. So if I want to sell, I'd click right here. If I want to be a buyer, I'd click right here. Aside from that, limit orders and market orders work exactly the same. Then down below, you have this little slider bar, so you can move this around to wherever you like it when you're buying and selling. So as you can see, the tools are pretty much identical, but just a little bit more compact over here. But certainly use the user interface that looks the best to you. To find the trading fees, we'll come right up here and we'll click on the Bydfi logo. This will bring you back to the home page, and what we'll do is we'll scroll all the way down to the bottom here. And underneath support is where you'll find the trading fees. Simply give that a click. And right here up at the top is where you'll find your spot trading fees. And here's where you'll find your maker transaction fee. So that's if you're going to be placing limit orders. And here's where you'll see your taker transaction fee. And that's if you're placing market orders. By the time you're watching this video, these fees could be different. So I would encourage you to come over to the fee page here and have a look and see what the current trading fees are at. And there you have it, your introduction to the Bydfi crypto exchange. If you got some value out of that, don't forget to leave me a like and hit subscribe for future content. Also feel free to check out my other Bydfi tutorials, which I put together in a playlist on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. And until I do, have yourself a powerful day.